A Soldier's Story. Whopper Quest in Baghdad. Sergeant Mark Reynolds wiped the sweat from his brow as he trudged through the dusty streets of Baghdad. The sun bore down relentlessly, and the weight of his gear seemed to double with each step. But it wasn't the heat or the fatigue that gnawed at him. It was the craving for a taste of home. Mark had been deployed in Iraq for months now, serving with the 101st Airborne Division. He'd seen the chaos, the camaraderie, and the constant threat of danger. But what he missed most was a simple pleasure, a Whopper from Burger King. Back in the States, Mark would swing by the drive-thru after a long day of training. The flame-grilled burger, the crispy fries, and that unmistakable taste. It was a slice of normalcy in a world turned upside down. But here, in the heart of Baghdad, Burger King felt like a distant memory. One scorching afternoon, Mark's platoon received word that a convoy was heading to the airport. Soldiers returning from leave in Qatar would be passing through, and rumor had it that a Burger King outpost had sprung up there. Mark's heart raced. Could it be true? Was salvation within reach? The convoy rumbled along the potholed road, dust swirling in its wake. Mark clung to the hope that soon he'd sink his teeth into a Whopper. As they reached the airport, he spotted the familiar red and blue sign. His pulse quickened. The Burger King trailer stood there, like an oasis in the desert. The line was long. Other soldiers shared Mark's craving. Major General Catherine Frost, the exchange's commander, was on hand, greeting them with a smile. Mark shuffled forward, his mouth watering. The tantalizing aroma of flame-grilled beef filled the air. Finally, it was his turn. Mark stepped up to the counter, his heart pounding. The cashier, a fellow soldier, grinned. "What can I get you, Sergeant?" Mark's voice cracked with emotion. "A Whopper, please, with cheese." The cashier nodded, punching the order into the register. Mark watched as the cook expertly flipped patties on the grill. The sizzle, the smell. It was all too real. He paid, clutching the paper bag like a treasure. Outside, Mark found a quiet spot. He unwrapped the Whopper, the sesame seeds on the bun glistening in the sun. The first bite was heaven, a burst of flavor, memories flooding back. The ketchup, the pickles, the flame-grilled patty, it was all there. As Mark savored each mouthful, he felt a mix of gratitude and longing. The taste of home, the camaraderie of fellow soldiers. It was a fragile balance. But for that brief moment, with the sun beating down and the dust settling, Mark Reynolds was just a soldier enjoying a burger. And as he licked the ketchup off his fingers, he knew that sometimes, even in the midst of war, a Whopper could be a lifeline. Note: the events and characters in this story are fictional, but the spirit of soldiers seeking comfort and connection remains true.